Hello all, welcome to the next session of the class Digital System Design. In the previous class, what we have understood is what simplification is must needed. Without simplification, if we implement a direct canonical SOP or a POS expression, that leads to a more hardware because more number of literals will be there, that means variables will be there, so that will going to give a large gates. Okay, we need to use the large gates. Okay, that will going to give a larger hardware. Okay, so if we implement a simplified equations, we will going to have the more reliable circuit will be there because implementation of the simplified equations will going to reduce the hardware requirement. So that means we will going to reduce the number of gates required, number of gates inputs required. Okay. That will going to leads to a low cost and the less hardware, and that will be the more reliable circuit will going to be get. Okay. In the last class only we have seen that one actually with an example how the circuit will going to be, the size of the circuit by the implementing for an canonical SOP and for the simplified expression. Okay. With that we get to know that one simplifications will be must needed. So when for the simplifications we have to use the Boolean theorems or a Boolean laws we need to use. Okay. But when you implement the or when you simplify the by using the Boolean laws or a Boolean theorems, the process is very lengthy. And if you made any mistakes when you are taking the variables, okay, that leads to the even for the last expression also. So do you have any other systematic method? Yes, we have that another. The another systematic method is what we call as an Karnaugh map technique, or even we call as an K-map. So the method is Karnaugh map technique and simply we call K-map. Before going to see that one, how to simplify the any Boolean equations in a K-map, let's understand that what is a K-map. Okay. So what is a K-map? A K-map, it is a matrix of cells, or even we call as squares. Matrix of cells or a squares. Okay, so similarly like this will be there. So these are the individual cells or a squares. Okay, the individual cell or a square will correspond to a mean term or a max term of a Boolean expression. So whatever the Boolean expressions we have, example f of a comma b equals to a bar b plus a b bar. If you have that, means the individual cells will correspond to these mean terms. Okay. So if you have the max term expression is there, individual cells corresponds to the max term. Okay. How that one? Let's see that one. We will go to understand that later part. Okay. And so how many cells will be there in a K-map? That is the one thing. So how many number of cells will be there? The number of cells in the K-map that will be related to the number of variables in the equations. So if you have the two variables, means that we are going to have a 4 cells will be there. Okay. To calculate that one, we have a formula that is 2 to the power of x equals to y. So these equations will going to give the how many number of cells will be there in an K-map. Okay. If x equals to 2, that means 2 to the power of 2, that is equals to 4, that means there will be a 4 cells. Okay. And individually, so that's what. So individually the each cells will correspond to the mean terms or a max terms. Okay. So that is corresponding to the x value, the number of cells will be there. So the same formula what we have used when we are constructing the truth table actually. Okay, you can remember that one. So 2 to the power of x equals to y. When we are constructing the problem statement to the truth table, you have seen that one. So x was the number of inputs, okay, and y is the number of combinations. Okay. Similarly, here actually the x is the number of input and y is the number of cells. So we can say, so x equals to number of input variables or a literal we can say, and y corresponds to the number of cells in K-map. Okay. So this is what will be there. Okay. Now when we considering the K-map, Okay, so we will going to learn the K-map for the 2 variables, 3 variables, 4 variables and 5 variables we will going to learn. Okay, can we implement, can we go beyond the 5 variables? Yes, we can go, but that will be a more complex actually. So we will going to understand how much complexity will be there to implement the 2, 3, 4, 5. We will going to understand later part. Okay, so now let's see the K-map for the 2 variables, 3 variables and the 4 variables. Okay. Now let's see the K-map for the different variables. So as already said, we can have the implement the K-map for the 2 variables, 3 variables, 4 variables and the 5 variables. Okay. But before going to that one, we can say that one K-map, whatever the matrix will be there, the similar to the truth table actually. Okay, so whatever the truth table will be there, similarly that will the K-map will be there. So if you take the truth table actually, if you take a 2 variable truth table, if you take a 2 variable truth table that is having a and the B, so 2 variable means how many combinations will be there? That is the 4 combinations will be there, right? 2 to the power of 2 that is equals to 4. So 4 combinations will be there. That is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Similarly, the K-map of 2 variables will going to have the 4 number of cells. So individual cells will correspond to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 like that one. Okay, we will going to understand that one when we discuss the K-map. Okay. So keep in mind that one K-map will be similar to the truth table actually. So how the input combinations will be there, according to that one the number of cells will be there. So if you take a 3 variable, okay, that is 2 to the power of 3 that is equals to 8. So that means in a truth table 8 combinations will be there corresponding to 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. Okay. Similarly in a K-map we have 8 cells will be there like that. Okay. Similarly for the 4 to 16 cells will be there. Okay. Let's understand individually. Let's take an 2 variable K-map. How will going to be look that one? For 2 variables, assuming that one we have a equation a comma b. What it may be the equation? Okay, we are not going to bother about now actually. Okay, assuming that one we have f of equals to a comma b. So what is indicates actually 2 variables. Okay, that indicates x equals to 2. That means 2 to the power of 2 that is equals to 4 cells will be there in an K-map. Okay, how will going to be the look? So what is the structure of an 4 cell K-map? The 4 cell K-map will be like this. Okay, and here the individual literal or a variables will be represented here actually a b. Okay, so this is a 2 variable K-map. 2 variable K-map will have a 4 cells will be there and these are the 4 cells. Okay, and this will be represented with the variables will be represented over here actually. Okay, so here a and the b. We know that in a K-map or in a truth table a and b, okay, 4 values will be there. Which are the 4 values? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So that means a can take a value 0 or 1. Similarly, b can take a value 0 or 1. So that will going to be represented in a K-map like this. 0, here a can take a 0 value, this corresponds to the first row, and a can take a value 1, this corresponds to the next row. Similarly, b can take a value 0 and b can take a value 1. So that is correspond to the first column and the second column. So is what? So the truth table we have a, so this one a and b combinedly that can be form a 0 0 combination input or 0 1 combination or a 1 0 combination or a 1 1 combination. Similarly here also 0 0 a and b will form a 0 0. Next a 0 b 1 0 1. Next 1 0 and 1 1. Okay. So, and here in the K map, we will going to number these individual cells. So, numbering of the individual cells will be corresponding to the row numbers in our truth table. So, how we have written the row number in a truth table? Row number that's correspond to the decimal value of the truth table. So, in this truth table actually, so what we will going to have 0 0 that's corresponding to the what is this decimal value 0 0 1 what is this decimal value 1 1 0 decimal value 2 1 1 decimal value will be 3. That's what the 0 to 3 that is the 4 combinations. Similarly here also 0 0 this cell number is what 0. Okay, and the next is 0 1 so the cell number is what 1. Okay, don't confuse here 0 0 with this 0. This I am going to write as a cell number, and this is the values corresponding to the from the A and B 0 0. Okay, next 1 0 that's correspond to the cell number 2, and the 1 1 the cell number corresponding to the 3. Okay, so this 0 0 what indicates actually? So this what I said actually individual cells of the matrix will going to give the mean term or a max terms. Okay, that means so here if you write a mean term or a max term for this equation, mean term, the max term. So what are the mean terms for this input combination 0 0? So we know that mean terms means we need to take a complement when we have a 0 that indicates A bar B bar, right? Similarly 0 1 A bar B, 1 0 A B, sorry A B bar, and 1 1 that corresponds to the A B. Similarly, what is the max terms here? A plus B, next is A plus B bar. Hope you know that in a max terms when we have to take a 1 we need to take a complement. So that means 1 0 A bar plus B, and next A bar plus B bar. That is what here actually. Similarly, the individual cells of the K map will be equals to the mean terms. That means this will be equals to the A bar B bar if I take a mean terms. Okay, then similarly this will be equals to the A bar B, and this cell the mean terms which is what the A bar B bar mean term, the 0 cell. The first cell will be having the mean term A bar B. Okay, and this is similarly, and this is what A B bar, and this is similarly A B. If it is a max term, if you write it for the max term, and this corresponds to the A plus B. Okay, and this is similarly A plus B bar and A bar plus B, and this will be the A bar plus B bar. Okay, so this is what will be the true variable. So okay, now I have gone just we are understanding the how the K map will be there for the different variables. Okay, how to simplify, how to write the output, let's see that will in the later part. Okay, a two variable K map will be look like this. Two variable K map will going to have the 4 cells, and these are the 4 cells. How we can write? So here we are going to write the one variable, another variable will be written here. So A and B are the two literals or two variables we are going to be right here. Okay, and then so we are going to write the, so A can take a 0 or 1, so these are the row values, and the keep in mind this the in the matrix, within the matrix what you have written will be the cell values 0 1 2 3 decimal values corresponding to the cell numbers. Okay, where above that will be leads to the whatever the values of the variables. So B 0 or it can take a 1, it can take a 0 or it can take a 1. Similarly A can take a 0 or 1. According to that one we are going to have the 4 combinations 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So according to the values 0 1 2 3. Can we write, I have written A here and the B here actually. So can we write a B and A? That means can we write like this, B here and A here? Yes, that is also holds good. Even we can write like this also. There is no changes in the meaning. 0 1 0 1. This corresponds to the 0 0 0 1 1 0 and the 1 1. Okay, we can use that one also. But let's fix that one, okay, for the future understanding purpose, okay. Let's fix to the one format always. Let's always use this one actually. That means, so here I will going to use the MSB, where MSB variable, and here I will going to use the LSB variable. So if you take, and this is the truth table, and this is MSB, and this is the LSB. Okay, that means function of A comma B. So this is MSB, LSB. So let's understand that one always. Let's write the MSB over here in the corresponding to the rows, and LSB will going to be right corresponding to the columns. Okay, let's fix that one. Okay, we are going to always use the in this format. Okay, so hope you understood how. Hope that one you have understood how the a two variable KMF will be look. Okay, now let's see the how the a three variable KMF will be there. Let's see the a KMF for the a three variable. Okay, if we have the function is a three variable, then the how the KMF will looks. Okay, so if assuming that if A, B, C is a three variable function, if you take consider, and then that means x equals to 3. So that means actually this 2 to the power of 3, that will be 8 cells in the K-map or 8 squares in the K-map. Okay, how the 8 cell K-map will be there? Let's see here. So these were the this 8 cells will be there. So and here I will going to write as an A and the B, C here. Okay, so similar to the our two table A, B, C. So 3 variables means 8 combinations will be there. Two table, that is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0 up to 1, 1, 1. So corresponding to the row values, corresponding to the row number 0, 1, 2, 7. Right? See here, we can say that what the 3 variable K-map will be like this, and the corresponding values will be here. So A can take a value 0 and 1, and similarly here we taken a 2 variables. So 2 variables means here that 2 values it can be take is A, B can be 0, C can be 0, or 0, 1, or it can be 1, 0, or it can be 1, 1, right? So here 0, 0 it can be 0, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 0 and 1, 1. See here I have written now 1, 0 in the last column, and I have written the 1, 1 in the next to that actually. Okay, so why here I have written means that order is had been jumbled actually. Why that one we will go to see in the later part. Okay, I will going to tell that one in the later, because both the cells should be adjacent. There is a concept called as an logical adjacent. Okay, so we need to consider we need to write the variables where the each cells will be logically adjacent to the next one, to the each other. Okay, for that purpose only we have written here 1, 1. Then we written a 1, 0. Okay, let's see, we will going to understand that later part. Okay, this corresponds to the values, cell row number values are the cell number values corresponds to the row numbers. That means the cell values for this one is what? 0, because 0, 0, 0. Next 0, 0, 1 corresponds to the 1. Next 0, 1, 0, this corresponds to the 2. 0, 1, 1, that corresponds to the 3. See here, the cell number 2 and 3, that is the order is mismatch actually, because there is a purpose is there. What is the purpose? We are going to see in the later. Okay, and next corresponding to 1, 0, 0, 4, next 5, here will be the 6, and here will be the 7. So that corresponding to 1, 1, 1, 7, 1, 1, 0, 6. That's what 1, 1, 0, 6. Okay, so this is how a 3 variable K-map will be there. And again, these individual cells will correspond to the mean terms or a max terms. Okay, I will go to write the mean terms only. But that corresponds to the A bar, B bar, C bar. Next A bar, B bar, C. Next A bar, B, C, and next A bar, B, C bar. So whatever the values we have, mean terms correspond to this. A bar, B bar, C bar, A bar, B bar, C, A bar, B, C bar, and next 0, 1, 1, A bar, B, C. This is what? First one, second one, 0th row, first row, and the second row we will going to write here, and the next we will going to write the third row value. That is correspond here. A bar, B, C bar we will going to write here, and the A bar, B, C will going to be right here. Similarly here also. So other values. Okay. So let's write that one also. A, B bar, C bar, A, B bar, C, A, B, C, A, B, C bar. So how we are writing actually this one? 0 is there means complement. 0, A bar, B and C are 0, 0. So B bar, C bar. So next, 3 variables will be there, 0, 0, 1. Corresponding to the A is A, B, C. So here that is corresponding to 0, 0, 0, first cell. That corresponding to the A, B, C. Okay, so that's why we written A bar, B bar, C bar. Okay, so don't confuse here actually. This corresponds to the A value, this corresponds to the B value, this corresponds to C value. So the literals will be A bar, B bar, C bar. Okay, that is what includes the one mean term in the corresponding to that row. Okay, that cell. Okay, so this is how a 3 variable K map will look actually. Okay, even we can write this. Even we can write this 3 variable K map in another way also. So that we can write. So you can say A, B, C. So again there are 8 cells here also. Okay, A, B, C, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Similarly, that's correspond say again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so both are equal actually. We can write like this also, or even you can write in this way also. Both are same actually. Okay, but I will go to prefer in this way. I will always will go to use in this format. Okay, now let's see how the K map will look for the 4 variables. So let's consider an 4 variable function. We have some function is there a comma b comma c comma d. Okay, so this list, that means what? X equals to 4, that means 2 to the power of 4, that is 16 cells will be there. So how the K map will look? Let's see that one. So here the row number 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 up to 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, that's according to the row numbers, the decimal number with respect to the rows are 0, 1, 2, 3 like that 15. Okay, so then how the K map will look? So the K map will going to have the 16 cells will be there. So each there are 4 rows and the 4 columns. 4 into 4, that will be the 16 cells will be there. So here we are going to write the literal as A, B, C, D. Okay, MSB first and then I will write on the LSB. Okay, so A, B. So again these 2 variables can take a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 1, 0 should be right in the last. Okay, why? We will see that one again. So next ZD 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, and this corresponding to the each cells will going to have the cell value. So that is why the first cell corresponding to the row number 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1, 3. Next 0 1 0 0 4, 0 1 0 1 5, 0 1 1 1 7, 0 1 1 0 6. Next 1 1 0 0, that means first let's come to this one, 1 1 0 0. This corresponds to the 8, 6 7 8, 9 10 11, okay, and then 12 13 14 15. Okay, so this is how we are going to write the 4 variable K. Again, so individual cells corresponds to the main terms of the input combinations. So this corresponds to the A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, A bar, B bar, C bar, D. Similarly, this corresponds to the A, B, C bar, D bar. Generally I am writing, okay. So this corresponds to the A bar, B, C, D, okay, like that, individual mean terms. It can be max terms also. That means A plus B plus C plus D, okay, and this corresponds to the A plus B plus C plus D bar, okay, like that. Okay, so this is how we can say a K map will look for the 2 variables, 3 variables and the 4 variables. So how the 5 variables will be look, so we are going to see that one later part. Let's understand the simplifications up to the 4 variables, then we will take up the 5 variables. Okay, till now we see the how the K map structure will be there for a 2 variables, 3 variables and the 4 variables. Okay, then how the output will be there. We said that will be related to the 2 table. So K map will be related to the 2 table. Then in a 2 table, even we have the output will be there, y or a function, or that will be there actually. So how that will be related? Okay, so let's take, we'll take an equation, that is f of a comma b, that is equals to the a bar b plus a b bar. Okay, so this means actually what is the 2 table will be there corresponding to this equation. The 2 table will be, so this is the y, so here 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So output will is what? A bar b and a b bar, that corresponds to the a bar b, this will be 1 and a b bar will be 1, remaining will be 0, right? Or even that can be write in a sigma notation also, right? So we can say this is equals to summation of 1 comma 2, right? So you already know that one, how to write the sigma notation, how the simplification can be write in a sigma notation, we already that covered actually. Okay, so this corresponds to the year actually. So now we understood already how the 2 variable K map will be, can be write. Then how to write the output in a K map, let's understand that one. So let's take a K map for a 2 variable A, B. Okay, so this 0 1 0 1. Okay, that means this corresponds to the row number 0, this corresponds to the cell number is what? 1, and this corresponds to cell number 2, and this is cell number 3. Okay, so according to the output or a 2 table, so we will going to write the cell values actually. So this is the cell number and we will go to write the cell value. Cell value can be a 1 or it can be a 0 according to the whatever the 2 table is there, according to the function what we have. Okay, that means here for the a bar b, the function is output will going to generate the 0, that means a cell value will be a 0. Okay, that means row number is 0. Here I will go to write even the row number also. Row number 0 1 2 3. Okay, so that means here the output, this function is what will going to generate the logical one for the when we have the, when the input is 1 and 2, the decimal values of the input is 1 and 2 will going to generate the logic 1. So that means what? So these were the 2 table. So only when the row number 1 and 2 will going to write the 1 1, remaining will be the 0 0 according to this equation, right? So that means same thing will going to be right in the K map also. The cell value, so keep in mind cell value, this is the row number, or sorry, cell number actually, okay, and this is the cell value. The cell value of the this will be equals to 0, because for the 0 0 input, output is generated is 0. So that means when the input are A and B are 0 0, output will be 0. Next, when the input is A bar and B, so that means there is a row number equals to 1, that means cell number equals to 1, output will be 1. So that means this will be 1 here. And next, so again for the 1 0, output is generated is what, 1. So that means for the cell number 2, the output will be 1, and for the cell number 3, output will be 0. So this is how we are going to write the K map actually for a two variable with the whatever the given function. So given function is what, f of a comma b, that is equals to summation of 1 comma 2. That means in the rows array in a K map, the cell values which contains 1 and 2 will be 1 and the remaining cells will be 0. So this is how we are going to be write. The expression may be given, it may be different. Let's take one more example. So if the f of a comma b will be equals to pi of 1 3. So pi means we know that is a max terms. So that means, so wherever the pi will be there, that will be corresponds to the 0 actually. That means in the row values of 1 and 3, 0 will be there. So if you take an write a truth table AB and the y 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, that means for the row numbers corresponding to the 1 and 3, output will generate will be 0. So that means this is 0 and this is 0, right? Because the row numbers are 0 1 2 3. So for the row 1 and the row 3, output will be generated is 0. That's what these equations are going to tell, right? So that means remaining will be the 1 1. So that the K map again will going to be, so if you take right for the K map for the this, so A B, okay, 0 1 0 1 0 1 2 3. So if you write a K map for this two table, that means the cell number 0 and the cell number 2 will be having a 1 and the remaining the cell number 1 and 3 will be 0. So according to by directly we can write K map also by using this equation also. That means for the equation is pi of 1 comma 3, that indicates what, the cell number 1 and 3 will be having a 0 because pi. If it is a sigma, that indicates what, the cell values will be 1 actually, what we have understood here actually. Sigma is there means that is what the mean time expression. Mean time expression means the values will going to lead to the logic 1. So that's why we written a, for the cell number 1 and 2, we written the values for the cell will be 1 here. So remaining cells will be 0. Okay. So if you have the given expression is an max term expression, pi of 1 comma 3, and then that means one cell number 1 and 3 will be having a 0 0, remaining the cells will be having a 1 1. Okay, so this is how we will going to write for output in an K map. Similarly, same way for going to write for the 3 variables or a 4 variables. Let's understand that one, how to write a output in a 3 variables or a 4 bus when we discuss in depth. So let's first we see the why we have jumbled in a 3 variables. Okay, so we have taken a 0 0 0 1 and then we have taken a 1 1, then we have taken a 1 0. Why the arrangement will be like that? Let's understand that one.